Morning, Mark here. It's Thursday, September the 18th. It's 7:42 a.m. Eastern, 11:42 a.m. GMT. And let's look how the market's positioned today. Following yesterday's Fed announcement, cut rates by 25 basis points, market certainly did react. We saw US dollar show some resilience yesterday. The major US equity markets didn't seem to mind the cut, and they, if not strengthened, they certainly maintained the high level they've been sitting at. Gold was the big loser yesterday, Bitcoin pretty much unchanged. So let's have a look how we stand this morning. US dollar index, you can see this morning has tried higher, but that didn't last, tried lower, and now kind of sitting where it closed yesterday, but certainly hasn't been sold off. If I look at the daily, I'm seeing a higher high, higher low. We'll see how that plays out now that the US session is underway. Let's have a look at the hourly, and there you can see resistance at 96.96, just under the 97 level. I've got support at 96.45, sitting in the middle of that range for now. Let's have a look at the S&P. Still a ways off from Wall Street opening up. We're looking at the futures market, and certainly demand at this early point in the futures market a new record high. You can see that 6,718 is my resistance. I've got support at 6,676. We'll see how that plays out once the US session gets underway, and then once Wall Street opens up. We've got some job numbers coming out of the US and then Wall Street opening up. We'll see whether this can be maintained. It's going to be some kind of a turnaround, but these are our levels to work with going into the US Open. Gold was the big loser yesterday. And you can see that tried lower to extend the sell-off from yesterday. Support all the way down at 3,633 has fought its way back and now sitting at 3,666. I've got resistance 3,673. Let's have a look on the hourly, and there you can see higher, lower, both tested at the moment. Looking bullish, buyers in control, and looking to test the intraday resistance at 3,673. If I just go back to the daily for a minute, I don't want to disregard the bearish engulfing candle which we saw. Yes, it hasn't played out yet, but it is a strong reversal sign. Let's have a look at oil. There's Brent oil. Yesterday, overall, over the day, it did weaken, was sold off, and today has tried lower, significantly lower. I've got support at 66.84. I've got resistance at 67.98, looking for that $68 level. Sitting right now 67.76. If I zoom in on the hourly, we'll see how it did test lower all the way down, is fighting its way back and looking up at the intraday resistance now at 67.98 to see if buyers can maintain control. We've seen that for the last 2 hours and get back above the intraday resistance, looking at 68 or perhaps higher. Sellers, of course, will be looking down at this support 66.84. And let's have a look at Bitcoin, starting on the daily. Bitcoin still kind of stuck in that sideways range. If anything, bullish, buyers tilted to the upside, got higher highs and higher lows. Support sitting at 116.1 thousand. I've got resistance sitting at 117.9 thousand. Just under $2,000 is the range. Resistance at 117.9. wasn't able to maintain, wasn't able to get up to that 100,000. And right now, sitting at 117.1 thousand. And again, unable to maintain at this point above that 117,000. We'll see if buyers can climb higher than the 117 and get to retest the 118,000 level, or if sellers are going to step in and test below intraday support and below 116,000. Good trading. Keep that discipline. I'll see you at the end of day.